Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. Boy, 4 videos one day. Let's see, about 20:04, the 9th, 47 degrees. The sun's passing my solar panels, but we can see they're still nice and charged. And my friend's up at the Fighting Irish. So, I got that carb changed. She's all ready to go. Here, let me close this up. I'm walking around in the snow without boots on. Of course, my feet are starting to get cold. They've crossed wet. And once again, if I had any brains, I'd wear some boots and my feet wouldn't get cold and wet and I'd last longer out here, but that's just me. Alright. By the way, one can see the snow is nicely melting. We got 6 to 8 inches depending where you were here in the valley. And it melted off quick. This part of the driveway here in the shade, so to speak, was shoveled off. The rest of my driveway was not. It melted naturally. I don't use salt. There's enough naturally occurring salt in the water, and I don't know, I've just never been one to use salt. Also, my cars are rusting away quick enough without me putting salt on them here. They get plenty of salt from elsewhere. Alright, you guys should recognize this guy. Put the carburetor on. No big deal. 2 screws, a hose, right? Who can't put a carburetor on? You put the throttle slide on the thing, on the cable, then slide it in. Make sure once again that it opens and closes. You can hear it. Hear that click on the end? That means it's closing all the way, so I won't go for the ride of my life. So here it is. I just bolted it on. I haven't tried to start it yet. Obviously the gas is in it, so it's ready to go. So we'll see how quickly she starts. I say less than 5 pulls. I'm hoping for less than 2 pulls, like 1, but we'll see. So there it is. Let's see how many pulls. There she is. Sorry for the delay. The way the gas tank's sitting, and there's only a drop of gas in it, I had to, the carburetor ran out and I had to tilt it and get gas to flow in. Anyway, this thing runs, moves, drives, shifts, engine's good. One of the problems I'm having though, for them to Frankenstein the engine on this thing, I didn't do this conversion. This engine mount is not hooked up. It appears to have one down here that is. Nothing under here. This guy is only bolted on one side. You could see there should be another plate here. Right, I think you guys could see it. So the engine has a tendency to torque. Like right now, if you look at it, the chain is loose. I also did a couple of full throttle pulls on it. You can see once again on this side, the engine's only bolted way off to the side. It is mounted properly on the bottom, but elsewhere it's not. So this mounts in, this one isn't right, and the top one isn't at all, or this one back behind the exhaust pipe here, you can see it there, I think, is not at all. So I do have to mount this engine up a little better to make things work. I gotta get this plastic off, route the hose better, make sure the gas tank doesn't leak, make sure the valve closes. Finish putting the plastic on it, then this thing will be a runner. It'll be a nice runner. It's a nice bike. The Mojave had a nice short wheelbase, but a fairly wide stance. So they were very maneuverable. Great donut bike because of it's not all that long, and it's wide, so it doesn't flip over. So these were real nice bikes back in the day. It's relatively light, and the engine doesn't weigh anything, so it's really light. So nice bike for somebody my size. If I'm standing on the pegs and if I lean way back, I can do wheelies. As a matter of fact, one needs to pay attention that I don't wheelie myself right off the back of it, and go skidding down the driveway. So there it is. I don't know how many pulls it took to get it started. Probably would have behaved better if it had real gas, full of gas, instead of just a few drops. But I guess it took, I don't know, half a dozen pulls to get her fired up. But she did start. She does run. She does move. It does seem to shift through the gears. It would, once again, be better if I had more gas in it. All right, folks. Live, love, have a great time. We'll catch you on the next episode of The Horde. And remember, tires down, handlebars up.